This is a Grand Vitara hybrid. Okay, the first question will be, what is a hybrid and how does it benefit the customer or the buyer? A hybrid is a vehicle that runs with petrol engine in this case, and then there is electric system that supports the petrol engine. So whenever the petrol engine is being supported by an electrical system or electric motor, it will be consuming less fuel. That is the biggest advantage that the owner is going to get, or you are going to get. Okay, so where does the energy come from? You cannot just get energy. Energy cannot be destroyed, neither can it be created, as we say in our science, but let me leave that aside. So there has to be a source of energy to charge the battery so the vehicle or the electric motor can support the petrol engine. So that energy is coming from whenever you are sloping down or whenever you are applying the brakes. Instead of just destroying the speed of the vehicle by the brakes, the generator will take that power from the wheels, okay, and charge your battery. Okay? That is now you're reclaiming the energy that would have been lost and storing it in your battery. And that energy will be later used to support the engine so that you can save your fuel. So this is a big technological innovation that is in this vehicle. Okay. Second, this vehicle, whenever you stop moving, the engine will shut down. Unlike the ordinary vehicles, whereby whenever you stop in traffic jam, in traffic light, the engine is always running, isn't it? So that will be consuming you a lot of fuel. Whereas this vehicle will stop the engine until you or the driver wants to move. And it will just read your foot. Are you on the brake? It will shut down the engine. When you leave the brake and you go to the accelerator, immediately it will restart the engine. And the engine is started by the battery that was already stored when you are applying your brakes. So that's another positive thing that is saving of fuel. You can imagine let's say from here up to city center, if you stop 10 times and you wait every stop like 1 minute, you will be saving 10 minutes of engine idling. That is consumption, isn't it? The whole day you will be talking about 2 to 3 hours. You know the Kampala jam nowadays? If you start from Biogerere, by the time you reach town, it will be 2 hours. Actually, it should not take you 2 hours. If you drive non-stop from Biogerere to Kampala, it may be about 10 minutes. It's about 10 kilometers. Okay, 10 minutes. But this morning we took like 2 hours. So the 1 hour plus, actually we were not moving. We go 5 meters, you stop. Then the engine of this car will also stop. Okay, so it is saving you some power. The fan, the AC system will be running using the battery. Immediately you start, the computer will check the charge of the battery, will recharge your battery, or whenever you're braking, the battery will be recharged. So you are saving fuel, a lot of fuel actually. Okay. The other advantage that you're going to get is you're becoming more environmentally friendly, because you'll be burning less fuel than the ordinary vehicle, right? The other advantage, of course, your pocket. Instead of 16 kilometers per liter, same engine, non-hybrid vehicle, this car can go up to 22 kilometers per liter. So you're saving 6 kilometers per liter. You can now do the calculation, up to. But if you are a heavy foot driver, of course, any vehicle will cost you more money than a soft foot driver. You understand by that? Soft foot is a person who doesn't press the accelerator that much. Okay, then very good about this vehicle is also it's a 4-wheel drive vehicle. but automatic four-wheel drive, let's say. It will turn into four-wheel drive when the road demands. And the computer realizes that by looking at the speed of the four wheels. If any one of them is spinning, then it will apply four wheels so that the vehicle can be driven easily. But when it's not necessary, it will leave out the rear wheels and will use only the front wheels to drive the vehicle. So this is another economy. Instead of having the four-wheel drive all the time, you only have four-wheel drive system when you need it. Okay? Good.
And today I'm very pleased to introduce to you the Suzuki Grand Vitara. This is the all-new Grand Vitara. And something special about this car is that it's a hybrid. Hybrid meaning it uses both fuel and battery. And that's what makes it very special. But in addition to that, you can see for anybody looking for an SUV, there is no perfect SUV like this today because of the ground clearance, the size space that can allow you have your entire family in, carry as much luggage as you need. But also it has a lot of innovations in the car, like head-up display, the panoramic sunroof, and among other things. So this makes it very special because also in the times we are in where we're grappling with fuel costs, looking for ways to reduce on our expenditure on fuel, there is no better solution than a hybrid car, and that's what makes the Suzuki Grand Vitara a very special addition to the Cfao Motors family. We're in a time where we need to be very caring and observant on our environment, how we protect it for tomorrow, for the children that will come after us. So, and in doing that, the automotive space is one of the areas where a lot of impact to the environment happens. So, and as Cfao Motors, we're saying, for anybody who cares about the environment, we should all, we encourage you to opt for a hybrid car because it emits less fumes and that's less impact on our environment. Generally, it would be nice to actually have more brand new cars on the road, and then hybrid being the latest trend that we should be heading towards. So that's one of the motivations that allowed or enabled us to bring the Grand Vitara hybrid to the market, and also to the driver or the Ugandan out there who is wondering, how do I cope with the nature of our roads, both in the city and out of the city? Will my car make it there? We're saying with the Grand Vitara hybrid, you don't have to worry about that because of its amazing ground clearance of 210 millimeters. There is no pothole that will worry you as you drive from work to home or even as you go to the village. Remember, it's a four-wheel drive, all-grip four-wheel system. That means there is no terrain, whether it's hilly stones, that will be a challenge to you. So with the Grand Vitara hybrid, you'll be able to drive, enjoy your journeys to and fro without a worry. And remember, as Cfao Motors, we give you a 2 years free service on this car and 3 years warranty, making sure that your peace of mind is guaranteed as you drive the car. You have no worries. Every other day we buy things from electronic shops or different shops, and we're wondering, will it work? How long will it work? Or if it fails to work tomorrow, what do I do? So we're telling you that we have enough trust in the products we bring to you, and that's why we're giving you a 3 years warranty. And something special about this hybrid is that the hybrid components also get 5 years of warranty. There is no better guarantee we can give you that what we're selling to you is top quality, is world-class technology, and you'll be able to enjoy a new driving experience like never before.
This battery is used for lighting. This is your computer that controls the motor and the engine. Okay? Then there is another battery underneath the passenger seat, which we call the hybrid battery, lithium-ion battery. And that battery and this battery are both charged by the integrated starter motor generator. It does all the functions. It starts the engine, it generates electricity to charge the battery and the other battery, and again it starts the engine. Okay.
Yes, I would confidently tell you or assure you that buying a second-hand car versus buying a brand new car, definitely the second-hand car is more expensive to maintain compared to a brand new car. Just look at it this way: if you buy a brand new car from a dealer like Cfao Motors, who is giving you free service for 2 years and warranty, it means that for the next 24 months you're not spending a single coin, whether changing a filter or oil. That's done by Cfao Motors. But even beyond the 2 years, a brand new car or brand new components like any electronics will work much longer before you start feeling any wear and tear. Compare that to a car that is moved about 15 years somewhere else. You inherit it as new here. You're not sure of the history. Has it gotten an accident before or not? Was it fixed, with which parts? So you wouldn't know. So you inherit as is, and many times we find that most of our colleagues buy these used cars and start by replacing the parts that should help the car move, brakes, suspensions, all that, which means they're spending much more over time. So we encourage Ugandans to start looking at car purchase slightly different. When you go to a brand new car dealership like Cfao Motors, we will also, enable you to get these cars through, installment paying, which we call financing. We work with all banks, and including AutoCheck, that can enable you to pay a percentage of the car, as low as 5%, and then you start driving as you finance it in installments. So the aspect of a brand new car not being affordable is no longer the case. That's in the past. Today you are able to afford it. You're able to sell what you're driving currently, come and deposit on the car, and as you earn, you pay for the brand new car, but while enjoying the benefits of a brand new car. So different cars are manufactured by different makers. I will gladly speak about what we are offering you today, which is Suzuki. Suzuki is one of the biggest or top brands in the world car manufacturing. If you're not aware, we have a partnership with Toyota. Some of these cars come from the same Toyota factory, same Toyota that we, over time have gained a lot of confidence in. Markets like Uganda, where you might not be very familiar with the brand, world over, Suzuki is a very trusted brand on safety, on efficiency, fuel efficiency. So we are saying that, even for you, a Ugandan, if you want to try out a new driving experience, we welcome you to try out the Suzuki. We have cars we offer you to have free test drive, so that you get a feel, you get appreciate the level of quality and performance that these cars have. And we welcome everybody to the Suzuki showroom here on First Street Industrial Area to try out the different cars we have. Get a free test drive, get to understand how you can afford or get one, as well as get to know more about Suzuki as a brand. Yeah, thank you.
So this is our vehicle. Okay. Touch button. The key must be in your pocket so you can start the engine. Then there are some features. Let me start the engine first. Good. The engine has started. You have head unit display. Some of the information here will be displayed here, so that you don't have to do this here, always looking on the road while you check the information down here. All right, so you can basically see engine, motor, and the hybrid battery. Okay, right now the engine is just running because we have stopped. This I want to demonstrate to you what happens when you are actually driving. When the battery is fully charged, the engine will stop. Okay, fantastic. So we need to go on the road now so that I can further demonstrate to you what is happening in the whole system. Okay, the maintenance basically of this car and the non-hybrid, the engine is the same. Okay, so whatever we do on service on the engine, we will also do on this vehicle. Oil change, filter change, air cleaner, and so on, the same. The electrical side of it, you can say it is maintenance free, almost maintenance free. The battery, the lithium-ion battery for the hybrid system can go up to 15 years. Okay, so you can basically call it a maintenance-free battery. Okay, every day it will be saving you fuel, approximately $500 divided into 15 years. Into 10 years is $50. Divided into every day, it will be few cents, but the amount of fuel that you are going to save is tremendous. It's incomparable. So you can basically have peace of mind with this vehicle's maintenance. Good afternoon. Welcome to Cfao Motors. So I'm explaining to you the Grand Vitara hybrid. Maybe I need to explain a little bit about hybrid. Hybrid is a vehicle which runs with petrol engine plus electrical engine. Okay, so why would you choose a hybrid instead of a normal vehicle? You know, now life or technology is going towards electrification, so eventually we have to move into electrical vehicles. So this is a vehicle between a normal petrol engine and an electric vehicle. So eventually we have to move into that direction. We have no choice. So it works like a normal vehicle with petrol, but then the hybrid system is there to support the petrol engine so that you can get better fuel consumption and low running cost. Good. How do you benefit out of your fuel? For example, when you are driving the vehicle, you will be using the engine plus the battery. And then when you are going downhill and you are applying the brakes, part of that energy will be stored in the battery, and then the battery will be used to restart the vehicle. Okay, I'll try to be very simple again. Now, how are you benefiting out of your fuel? This vehicle, as I said, instead of using just the brake, it also uses the electric generator to slow down the vehicle, thereby taking power from the speed of the vehicle to charge the battery. So you're benefiting already out of the brake. Second, whenever you stop the vehicle, whenever you are not moving, the engine will shut down. There is no idling wastage of fuel. You know why in towns you consume a lot of fuel is because you stop, start, stop, start to move. On all those instances, the engine will be off. And on every braking, the battery will be recharged. You're getting me? So you kind of reclaim that energy. Though we need to do a little bit of tests, of course, in My suspicion right now, in town it might be slightly more fuel consumption than on highway.
On highways.
But in this, because of the start and stop, you see now, it has started while I wait for people to pass, the engine has stopped. So I'm not consuming fuel. Okay? Let me, after this Hilux, we're gonna go. Immediately the engine starts by itself. You don't have to do anything automatically. And that starting of the engine is done by the same motor generator, which is supported by the hybrid battery.
Batteries.